from my heart how I feel. Ever since we met, I fell in love with you. You being in my life is a dream come true. Oh baby, I'll never ever make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. I'll wipe your tears away. I just want to say, oh, I'll never leave you and go away. No, I'll never leave you and go away. Oh, what we have together is for eternity. No, I'll never leave you and go away. No, I'll never leave you and go away. Oh, what we have together is for eternity. Take a headshot and pass it till it's done. Take a headshot and pass it till it's done. Take a real shot and pass it when you're done. Take a headshot and pass it till it's done.
Good morning to the person that was MIA.
I'm here.
Wagwan my youth.
Hey, nothing much, guys. Good morning. Welcome down to another edition of Sabaki PR. Your lovely trio here with you, Selecta, Alex, Joshua, and yours truly. It is
Friday.
It is Friday. It is that supercalifragilistic kind of day.
Yep.
Guys, it is already, it's literally mid-August.
Easy.
Like, what is going on? It's going to be Ize this weekend. I'm going to be Izeing myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to get away so that nobody would notice I'm missing. But I cannot wait, guys. This is not a free promo for the Guyana Cup, but we do hope that you've purchased your tickets and you'll be heading out to have some good fun this weekend. Of course, remember to drink responsibly, 18 and over, and be careful and safe in all that you do. And not just persons who are going there, but in general, you know. It's Friday, so we know that y'all can't contain the wildness on the Fridays. So whatever you guys choose to do, whether it's to go to the movies, it's to hang out with your kids, it's to heading over to visit your grandma, or, you know, you're going out with a friend, have a few, you know, a little dinner, a little things, it's a not glass and thing. Just ensure that you're doing so responsibly. All right, guys?
When you're going out there, remember you got to take your ID card now.
Yeah. And I love that move.
I love that move
I
too.
just want to know how enforceable it's going to be in
Well,
certain places.
I'm going to be testing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a really, really great move, because you go to all these places and you see so many teenagers there are imbibing, and then, you know, all kinds of things happen. Of course, you know, it can happen to anyone, but it is better if it's people about, you know, who are legally authorized to consume alcohol.
Yes.
You know,
And you
so
must
we
be
wanna get
18
rid
years
of
and
the
older
minors. Correct.
to consume alcohol, and you
Correct.
must do so responsibly.
Right. All right, so we're starting your Friday off on a great note. We have great music for you today, guys. Our chutney hits list for today is going to be out of the world amazing, because we have lots of new songs for you. Just to let you guys know that our guy Richard Singh, local guy right here in Guyana, is going to release his 4th song, and of course we already have a copy. So you'll be hearing it here on one of the very first stations. You'll be hearing Richard Singh's new song. What I can do is give you the name of the song. But we're not gonna play it for you today. We'll play it for you tomorrow. So the name of the new song is One Day. The name of the song is One Day, and it has a nice like an old time beat to it. I kind of really like it. So if you guys thought that you liked Confessing, you like Last Night, you like Since 1995, here is now One Day. And I love the way he brings out his music. It's like there's a 1 month, 2 month gap, so that he always stays
Yeah, he's
relevant.
a good guy.
Yeah, so guys, I mean, our Guyanese artists are really, really taking over, and they're bringing so much creativity, so much talent. It's like I can hardly keep up with the amount of releases that are coming from our guys here, and even our you know, the people living across the rest of the world, our overseas based Guyanese as well. Their music, I literally cannot keep up. A big shout out to people like Prince JP, Amir Khan. We've got Water Flow. Anthony Prasad, Terry Gajraj. We've got Vishali Sukram, our local guys right here. Good morning to you.
All right, everybody, let's enjoy some great music. The time is rolled on to 10 minutes after 9 o'clock.
All right.
You have a nice thing going on, family and gal and known. Everything you do for she. So if you know you love she, and you know you're really happy, it's best you keep she away from me. Oh, you have a nice thing going on, family and gal and known. Everything you do for she. So if you know you love she, and you know you're really happy, it's best you keep she away from me. Hold on one another, I love we love up each other. Let's dance together, I love we love one another. Hold on one another, I love we love up each other. Let's dance together, I love we love one another. तेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा. मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहो या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. जाऊँ कहाँ बताए दिल, दुनिया भरी है संदिल. चांदनी आए घर जलाने, तुझे न कोई मंजिल. जाऊँ कहाँ बताए दिल, दुनिया बड़ी है संदिल. चांदनी आए घर जलाने, तुझे न कोई मंजिल. जाऊँ कहाँ बताए दिल. Mr. Wayman, Raja, killing a dad. All right. Hey, hey. Love it. आए से पार तो आंसुओं की नगर. जाने उसे पार क्या तो किसे वो करे हार की हार पदम हार नजर. वो करे हार की हार पदम हार नजर. मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के, बैठा भी पलक पे मुझे कांध से उतार के. मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के, बैठा भी पलक पे मुझे कांध से उतार के. यारा तेरी यारी को मैंने तो खुदा माना, याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा मेरा अफसाना. तेरे जैसा यार कहा. Start my truck, let's all jump in. Here we go together. Nice cool breeze and the big palm trees. I tell you life don't get no better. Talking about hey now, aiko ane. Jackie moving anane, Jackie moving ane. Climax. It's all up. Hey, hey, yeah. मैंने जाने इश्क की गली
बस तेरे आहटें मिले मैंने चाहना तुझे पर मेरे एक ना चले इश्क में निगाहों को मिलती है बारिशें फिर भी क्यों कर रहा दिल तेरी ख्वाहिशें दिल मेरी ना सुने दिल की मैं ना सुनूं दिल मेरी ना सुने दिल का मैं क्या करूं दिल मेरी ना सुने दिल की मैं ना सुनूं दिल मेरी ना सुने दिल का मैं क्या करूं Okay, yo mama Gwele, step on the dancing floor Hips be winding, DJ rewinding, take it to the island way
All I want you do for me, bring back the business for me. Don't make me get mad and cause a scene. Better leave me business alone. Better leave me business alone. Bring back my business and mind your own. Better leave me business alone. Business alone, leave people.
Since we together, your love a treasure. Need you forever by my side. Only you, you're my desire. You bring me pleasure. Need you forever by my side. Only you, can't see my future without you, without you.
Kaieteur Radio.
Find a love so pure and true. I promise you. For you, cherish and love you, I swear, honest I do, I promise you, I'll be there for you.
My girl call me, tell me it's over. Calling me, telling me it's over. So she heard that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear I don't want no other. My girl call me, tell me it's over. Calling me, telling me it's over. So she heard that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear it was a real big rumor. My baby, please don't leave me, I go away. People trying to break up me and you. Them just can't see we living happy. You know I done with liming, done with flirting. Why they fighting for? Why they fighting for? See I can't see myself living without you. Baby, this love is just between me and you. Baby, no matter what them say or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yeah I do. Baby,
Before it's too late and we never have a chance to see each other. Oh, let we have a drink together. Before it's too late and we never have a chance to see each other. Oh, let we have a drink together.
Now you're up and gone away, baby. Didn't wanna stay, baby. I wasn't to play, baby. I just want you here, baby. Where you really want me to. Should I know my love for you is true? Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave.
Oh my baby, oh my baby. Nahi mainu chadiyo na ke tere bin dil
शर्ता भी रखता नहीं क्या तेरे बाजों मेरा सच्चियां मोहब्बत में हो माही किते और नहीं मिलना जिते भी तू चलना माही मैं तेरे पीछे पीछे चलना ओ माही वे ओ माही 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 जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तुम देना साथ मेरा
You are listening to us here on Kaieteur Radio. This is Subaki Pyar with your girl Sarita,
जब
the proper red man Joshua,
पड़ जाए
and the selecting boss, Selector Alex. Hey guys, how was your Friday morning shaping up? Share it with us. Come through on our live. You can find us on Facebook. Just type in Kaieteur Radio, and we are going to be the first live that's on right now. So no long bag of searching, all right? And on Friday, we don't do no long bag of talking either. And guys, also you can call us directly on 226-7453 or 226-7454 and share your morning with us. If you're getting married this weekend, congratulations in advance to you. Those of you having held over birthday celebrations, hey, I just love the idea of family and a family get-togethers and gatherings and brunches and lunches and meeting up with your favorite people. I've got quite a hectic weekend this weekend, and furthermore, every weekend until the ending of August is pretty much booked for me. How exciting! But hey, use your weekends. I always tell you to use your weekends for two things. Ensure that one, you have dong time, which is me time, and number two is just spending it with the people that really matter to you, the people who mean the most to you. Don't just go picking up random friends and going in the club and partying or whatever. Spend time with your children. Spend time with your parents, with your grandparents, with your best friends. Surprise your best friends. Take a trip out of the country. Take some me time. Rejuvenate, re-energize, and, get all prepared as well for the peak season, because guess what? We are right in the peak season. So ensure that you're taking some relaxation, you're taking that vacation, and you're just unwinding, because for now until the rest of the year, it's complete madness. It is the hectic season. It's the start of Diwali, Christmas, Eid. We've got so many things that will be happening. And school is going to be reopening. All kinds of things will be happening. So lots and lots of busyness. All right? So take your time, relax, and just relax and unwind with us here on Kaieteur Radio. Subaki Pyar.
साथ हो जिंदगी भर के लिए तुम साथ रहना जिंदगी भर
साथ हो जिंदगी भर मेरी तुम साथ रहना जिंदगी भर
तुम साथ हो जिंदगी भर के लिए
Zonder jou blijft het vaak niks, ik stel nog alleen. Overal waar ik ga, schatje, voel ik me alleen. Dit zijn de mooie tijden die we samen moeten zijn. Kan ik zonder jou blijven, schatje, ik zit zo nog alleen. Nakketing, ting, 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 ting,
Well, last we knock a thing.
Well, we can knock this two boxes right now. The buckle.
Bring a little knock the bottle.
knock
Come.
Oh my God, it's plastic in our next song. In our next song. We're gonna knock this one for now.
Yes.
Okay, good. And we'll knock two lemonade afterwards.
Don't know.
Good. Hey, one last one. You know what? Wait a minute. Where was it that I saw?
So what?
I saw. Was it you and me? I
What?
went somewhere and I bought something, and the man was selling lemonade. Oh, I now remember where. Is the local chicken foot stand in my couple streets away from me.
You said in what, the glass lemonade?
The glass lemonade, and I gotta go there one day and I gotta try it.
Remember?
Remember last time we tried one? It was very nasty.
Nasty, yes,
Oh my
in a bottle.
God,
Remember when
that
lemonade-
turned my mind away from lemonade.
You remember when lemonade was $60 and $40?
Oh my God, that was since back in 2000.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's 2022. It gotta be at least $200.
$100 now.
Oh. Oh my God.
$100 for lemonade.
No man.
I miss me
Anyway,
$40
it's just a
and $60
little-
a day.
It's just a little seasoning. It's just a little flavored
Flavored
sugar
water. I have $100 for that.
Guys, do you love your lemonade? Are you gonna try a lemonade today? Big up to all the lemonade stands out there. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, all right? So we got to step aside, pay some bills. When we come back, we'll chit-chat with you more. It's a fantastic, fabulous Friday.
That's
All
Super
right.
Cali Friday.
Wherever we go, we cracking a seal, and we dealing with that. Stay with us right here on Kaieteur Radio. We will be back after these messages.
Let's vibe, sing, dance, and share positive energy virtually. Hello, lovely people. Join me, Shivani Lachman, and let's chill out every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. A show that will be fun, simple, and interactive with giveaways and chit chat right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. See you soon.
Just chill, just chill.
Are you a Kaieteur newspaper advertiser? Well then, we have great news for you. Kaieteur Radio presents a 50% discount on all radio advertisements only for a limited time. To advertise, contact us on 225-8465 or 226-7455 or email us at kaieteurradioads@gmail.com. You can even visit our office at 24 Saffron Street, Charlestown, Georgetown. Kaieteur Radio, covering you from coast to coast.
Get the drive with Lucozade Energy. Buy Lucozade and enter for a chance to win the grand prize of a Toyota Hilux. Plus, win up to 500,000 instant prizes, including Fitbit watches, GoPros, earbuds, Amazon gift cards, and free Lucozade. To enter, buy one of the Lucozade Energy promo bottles and look under the cap for your code. Enter it online or send it via WhatsApp, see press, and social media for details. Buy, win, and get the drive with Lucozade Energy today. Lucozade, taste the energy.
Live life, don't care and take things for granted. You could never know what's coming, no. You could never see what's coming. In this hard times, we have to prepare for the worst. You could never see it coming, no. You could never know it coming. So now we raise our glass today. Sometimes we are. I'll get on naturally and I'll going behind.
जान सा मुकरा क्या कहना उसका आफरी दावत में जैसे वो शाही टुकड़ा उसके जैसे ना कोई नाज़ी शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बनतन के वही तू मेरे सीधात है शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठे है दुल्हन के वही तू मेरे सीधात है
Kaieteur Radio.
आज कहना जरूरी है आज कहना जरूरी है कि तुमसे प्यार हुआ है कि तुमसे प्यार हुआ है Prince JP
Stop all the fight and the hate today. Stop all the fight and the hate today. Just take a shot and join the party. Just take a shot and join the party.
That's all the fight and the hate away. That's all the fight and the hate away. Just take a shot and join the party. Just take a shot and join the party. So all the fight and parade. The crabs in a barrel. All the hate and crime will leave a body.
If you see her poor, why not swing she waist? Watch it lower. All the ladies joining cheer. If you see her poor, why not swing she waist? Watch it lower. All the ladies joining cheer. She can't wait to catch the lower. Can't wait to throw the tan. Can't wait to catch the lower. Can't wait to throw the tan. If you see her poor, why not swing she waist? Watching the lower. All the ladies joining cheer. If you see her poor, why not swing she waist? Watching the lower. All the ladies joining cheer. खुली रही सारी रतिया सास ससुर करे खुसर खुसर बतिया सास ससुर करे खुसर खुसर बतिया सास ससुर करे खुसर खुसर बतिया खुली रही सारी रतिया सास ससुर करे खुसर खुसर बतिया खुली रही सारी रतिया सास ससुर करे खुसर खुसर बतिया स्टेशन पे गाड़ी आवत है रोजिया मिल जावत है स्टेशन पे गाड़ी आवत है रोजिया मिल जावत है नैना से नैना लड़ गए जो और सरहद मार गई स्टेशन पे गाड़ी आवत है रोजिया मिल जावत है
Clear the way for the wedding truck. 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 This is a big sound system coming down the road. This is a wedding party coming down the road. This is the big sound system coming down the road. This is a wedding party coming down the road. The couple of the century. Blow the car horn. Decided to get married. Blow the car horn. The couple of the century. Blow your car horn. Decided to get married. Blow your car horn. This is the wedding. How people talking. Long time we waiting patiently. Amazing decor like a fantasy. This wedding creating history. The couple of the century decided to get married. Now it's time to start our party. The couple of the century they took their vows in front we. Now it's time to start our party. शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बंधन के वही तो मेरी sweetheart है शर्माए सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के वही तो मेरी sweetheart है Everybody jump, jump with the bride and jump with the groom and wave with the bride and jump. There we go.
don't have no money. She tell me don't worry, she don't want a house or a wedding. She does only call me for one thing. I say she only want me for one thing. I don't have no money. She tell me don't worry, she don't want a house or a wedding. She does only call me for one thing. I say she only want me for one thing. Stop what you're doing and curl. One time when they asking me how I living so nice, I never with the same girl twice. When they asking me how I living so nice, I never with the same girl twice. Cause I love real woman, I live in my life so fine. All of my friends and them just show me a single sign. Watch me and take my advice.
It is Friday, everybody, and we're bringing to you a great mix of music. The time check for you is 9 hours 44, and you are rocking with us on Kaieteur Radio, the radio with a difference.
Same girl twice. Everybody do the K.I. dance. My mother say that she in charge of finding my wife. Arrange marriage, the woman for the rest of my life. But after 1 year, my marriage was done. My mother chose the wrong woman. After 1 year, my marriage was done. My mother chose the wrong woman. My girl, and in the air, let me see you. 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 My girl was perfect. Oh, 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 oh. She gave me all I wanted. Oh, 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 oh. Then she went through my phone and she find everything. All my woman and pictures and texting and thing. Look like I ended up with no girl again. Yeah, look, I ended up with no girl again. No girl, I ended up with no girl again. No girl, I ended up with no girl again. And in the air, let me see you. 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 Call me player, woman taker. They just call me trouble instigator, but I don't cater. I was born a mischief maker, mischief maker. No, I don't cater. I was born a mischief maker, mischief maker. My mama sent me with a disclaimer. Since I small, I don't have no behavior, but I don't cater. I was born a mischief maker, mischief maker. No, I don't cater. I was born a mischief maker.
Push up your lighter. Higher.
Belt your waist.
Together. Push up your lighter. Let me live together.
I find
We
it
are
very
family.
hard. I find it very hard to be happy right now.
Why?
Because I keep reading the news articles and I keep
Talk
seeing,
to me.
I keep seeing more and more bodies are popping up in the waters every day. Guys, I want to send out sincere condolences to my neighbor, Devika, whose husband was murdered recently, that Hog Island farmer.
Yeah.
And then yesterday they pulled up another body at the back here by Demerara. Demerara River. They're saying that several parts of the bodies, including the head and hands and feet and so on, were missing.
Oh my goodness gracious
We at this point we are unable to ascertain if they were actually cut off or if they were bitten off or rotted or whatever. Then there was a body floating up in Montrose. Then in Berbice, the watchman was murdered. Guys, what is happening with our people? What is happening in Guyana? Why do we have? Then we had that husband who stabbed his wife because somebody tell you how the woman got somebody else. What is going on?
Yeah.
I honestly, you don't know how to tell people to be careful because you don't know what people got against them and when they'll strike at what time.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what is happening in our beautiful country. Why do we have people with minds like these? Why are we killing people? Is murder, water, drowning, is that the new type of murder in Guyana? Because the amount of bodies that have popped up in the last 2 weeks, it's unbelievable.
It is.
Right? And almost all of these bodies that are popping up are people that were actually murdered because you're finding them being tied up and scotch tape and all kind of thing. Come on.
Yeah.
What is happening with our people? Right? I mean, guys, there are better ways to work things out than to actually killing someone. Whatever happened to, having a discussion, your wife got somebody else, you got somebody else, y'all talk about it, agree to separate. What's this madness? But I can't get you, nobody else gonna get you, I can kill you. What is this? What is this? Right? I mean, it's Friday. We don't really want to, but this is what's happening around us. We can't just turn a blind eye, play music and have a great day and turn a blind eye to what's happening in our society, in our country.
I agree.
Right? Guys, please, if you feel like you have such a grievance or you want such a vengeance, you want such a revenge, it's not worth it. Because sooner or later, you're going to be caught and you're going to spend the rest of your life rotting in prison. Do not do it. What do you think? You know what? Let's talk this morning. What is your opinion on the death penalty? We have the death penalty in Guyana. It has not been done away with.
It's not been done away with.
No. But it's not being practiced.
I think it should.
I think it should. And I'm saying this because I honestly feel that people need to see what can happen to them. And I think that is going to, scare some people off. Yeah, scare some people off. Give them the lethal injection. Get the death sentence again up and running again in the country, so that it's gonna work as a deterrent to other people. If I want to kill this person, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to be hanged in public. I don't want to be given the electric chair. I don't want to be given a lethal injection. I don't want to die. Right? So I think it's somehow because crime has been on the rise in the last few years in this country. It's been on the rise. So much more murders. All these things are happening. So I think let's have a poll this morning, guys. What do you think about having the death penalty more effective in our country? Do you think it's something that we need to move away from for moral and ethical reasons? It's not fair to kill anybody, blah, 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 blah. Or do you think we should go ahead and practice it once again, put it into effect to basically be a deterrent and a warning to other people that this can be your fate if you're found, guilty of killing someone or doing that sort of thing? What do you guys think? Be our poll this morning. Is it the yes for it or no against it? Which one is it?
All right. I don't know what to say, but it's 51 minutes after 9 o'clock. The news comes up at 10:01.
Yeah.
Let's just enjoy some music.
Let's do.
Together, push
she baby how to belly and sick in the roti. She fall on now, she fall on now. When I sit and told her how to make my pagan choker, she fall on now, she fall on now. She can't even wash, she can't even cook, but all this girl on WhatsApp and Facebook. When I tell she baby how to belly and sick in the roti, she fall on now, she fall on now. When I sit and told her how to make my pagan choker, she fall on now, she fall on now. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Bring the girl and bring them come for me. Yeah, you better go back home, try and leave me all alone while you're stressing my life. As a wife, look, I can't take all this pressure. Girl, go back by your mother. I don't know what else I should do.
Janu, meri jaan, girl, just leave that man. Are Janu, meri jaan, girl, just leave that man. He don't love you like I love you. Try and understand. He don't love you like I love you. Let me be your man.
the drive with Lucozade Energy. Buy Lucozade and enter for a chance to win the grand prize of a Toyota Hilux. Plus, win up to 500,000 instant prizes, including Fitbit watches, GoPros, earbuds, Amazon gift cards, and free Lucozade. To enter, buy one of the Lucozade Energy promo bottles and look under the cap for your code. Enter it online or send it via WhatsApp, see press, and social media for details. Buy, win, and get the drive with Lucozade Energy today. Lucozade, taste the energy.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With your news in capsule, I'm Kevin Smith. Despite exhausting an $11.6 million loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, Ghana appears to have ignored key recommendations, especially as it pertains to contract administration and cost management in the oil sector. According to the project completion report on the loan, Ghana was advised back in 2019 to be mindful of the pace at which it is ramping up oil production, as it could not only put a strain on already limited and inexperienced resources, but also allow for weaknesses in proper governance. And also making headlines, ExxonMobil tells High Court Glenn Lal steps out of boundary to challenge tax waiver. Gold jewelry turns artificial at police station. Robbery victim claims EPA board orders study of cumulative impacts following environmentalists' appeal of Exxon's 24-well campaign. Alleged wife killer surrenders to police. Auditor General says citizens must request probe into Sue's corruption allegations, and 2 men found dead at separate locations. And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio.
Grab a new phone this summer from Digicel. Enjoy more than 40% off selected models. Get the Samsung A037 for $29,500. The Samsung A035 for $28,000 includes a free case and a screen protector. And the Digicel DL4 for just $13,000. Plus, you get a 30-day Prime bundle free with purchase. Remember to top up with $1,000 or more. Collect the letters to spell cash for a chance to grab millions in Digicel's Cash Vault. Visit a Digicel store today. Digicel, better together this summer.
Ah
You're not wrong this time. We talk people name.
We talk celebrities.
We talk celebrity name.
Yes, we do.
So what you got for us?
Well, what I want to tell you guys is that you guys know that Raksha Bandhan, the movie, was released yesterday.
Yes.
As well as Lal Singh Chadha. We have been talking about those movies for quite a while.
For quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's finally here.
Yes.
If you've looked at the movie, give us your thoughts upon it, all right?
Yes.
But don't spoil it for people who didn't look at it as yet.
Right. And I did tell you guys that for you, those of you who missed my update yesterday, I was talking a lot about the whole dowry thing.
Yeah.
And and how that is addressed in the movie, the new movie with the Raksha Bandhan movie.
Yes.
With Akshay Kumar.
Uh-huh.
So for those of you who want to have more of an idea into dowry and why he feels it's an extortion, you should definitely have a look at the movie. And speaking of those kinds of things, you know that our girl Aliyah Bhatt has released her new movies, Darlings, which is available on Netflix. And guess what? This movie actually tackles domestic violence. And Alia has once again received a lot of praises for her role in the movie, the way she's acted. And so can't say that we're in the least bit surprised because she's very talented. And I just, I love looking at her and the way she acts. So Darlings is the new movie. Darlings basically is Bollywood's dark comedy on domestic violence. The movie comes in a funny way. I mean, domestic violence is of course no laughing matter, but it's the way it was done in the movie. It's what's funny, but it tackles a very, very important issue and a very important thing in our society that must be addressed. And I'm loving the way that they brought it out in this movie in a very playful way, but yet serious at the same time. Priyanka Chopra, she shows a picture of her daughter, Malti Marie, but she just shows her cheek. She's starting to sound a lot like Anushka Sharma.
Priyanka Chopra, get a life.
She's starting to sound a lot like Anushka Sharma. Yes. How many of you guys have seen the movie? The movie right now that they're saying is like the best thing on Netflix, which in my estimation, it really is not. It's just a corny love movie. And I really wished I'd watched something better. Wedding Season is a new movie on Netflix. That everyone seems to be going crazy over. But I gotta tell you, I love the girl Pallavi Sharda, the actress in the movie. She says that she left Australia, her native Australia, for a Bollywood career, and she said she's never looked back. I gotta tell you, she's very beautiful, very good looking, very talented. I love the way she acted in the movie. Although I do think the movie was just very cliche. Just stupid thing, boy meet girl, pretend to be in love, just friends, then fall in love, then one lie to one, then one get vexed, then one make her back and I'll to make her back. Like, it's like so cliche. It's like, and it's also like, in this day and age, you expect to see things that are more that's moved
up
on
to date.
From that.
Exactly.
Things that have moved on from that. And so it was so cringy for me to look at because in the movie, I'm not going to talk about the movie and tell you guys what happened, but in the movie, she got something over something she should not have gotten upset about. And I'm left trying to figure out why is this girl so upset in the movie, right? And it's so stupid because the guy has to come and apologize for doing something that actually helped her. He had to apologize. So that's why I disliked the movie, but it's still, Purple Hearts is the other movie that a lot of people have been talking about. I have my reservations about Purple Heart because the movie is basically talking about insurance fraud, right? Of course, they did face jail time, but the thing, I just see how that movie will send the wrong messages to a lot of people who look to doing the wrong things. So the insurance companies, y'all better be on the lookout for insurance fraud thanks to Purple Heart. That is your Bollywood scoop for today. And of course, the Hollywood scoop is Keith is no longer happening. That's Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. No longer happening for those of you who are Kardashian fans. I gotta tell y'all, I love me some Kim Kardashian. I like her.
Yeah, Kim is good.
I like Kim. I like Kylie. I love Kendall. Chloe, no, not having it. Courtney, no, not having it. But I like me some Kim. I like her. Kylie, not so much, but Kendall, definitely love her.
All right.
Yeah. So that is your so quick thing before we end things off. Lal Singh Chadha has not had such a great opening day, but we're hoping that in the days to come, in the weeks to come, that the movie is going to is going to get the revenue up and running, because this movie has taken quite a number of years to make, actually. And it was filmed in over 100 different parts in India, right? And apparently critics divided as India releases Hindi language remake of Forrest Gump. A lot of persons are saying that it should not have been an Indian remake, and a lot of other persons are saying that, we love the remake. What are your thoughts on films adapting other films, whether it's Hollywood copying Bollywood or Bollywood copying Hollywood, or some other wood copying some other wood? What are your thoughts of taking a popular movie and copying it into another language for another continent, another culture, another type of people? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the original movie should stay. Just use subtitles.
Just use subtitles.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am also in agreement with that, because I think that some things should just remain as they are.
Yeah, things should just remain.
But in this case of Lal Singh Chadha, I do understand and I do support this remake, because not everybody in India understands English anyway.
Well, that's true.
Right? And then again, remember most of the times the movies are made based on the culture of that country.
Yeah.
If you're going to remake something, you are now getting to the culture in your country.
Yeah.
Right? And it's doing it in a different way so that people understand based on their things in their country.
Yes.
So I understand it in a way. I don't support remakes of things, because like you rightly said, I do believe something should remain the way they are. But in the case like this, adapting it to your country, your people, your timeline of events. They talked about Indira Gandhi when she was killed. The movie talked about so many things, showed so many different timelines when Sushmita Sen was crowned Miss Universe. So it showed a lot of things, and I felt that, it could play on the emotions of people in India. So that's my take on adapting movies. How is our poll going this morning? We asked people to talk about certain things. How did that go? Did we check to see what's happening?
No one responded.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah, but
guys, why are y'all like this? We ask y'all to say certain things about a poll, and nobody ever comments. Why are y'all like this?
But I my eyes caught a what do you call it? It's a notice. Of course, this is no mean of advertising, but of course, our job here is to give information as it becomes available. I saw on August 8th, that's a couple of days ago, I beg your pardon, the Maritime Administration Department, MARAD, would have issued a notice that says, it goes like this: the Maritime Administration Department wishes to advise the general public that the fare structure and structures of water taxis operating in the following areas remains the same. All right. So Georgetown to Vredenhoop, it's $100. Parika to Supernam, $1,300. Parika to Wakenham, $1,000. And Parika to Legwan, $500. And finally, Parika to Bartica, $2,500. MARAD hereby cautions operators who are operating contrary to the above to comply with this notice, and please be informed that non-compliance will result in appropriate disciplinary actions. Yeah. But I checked with someone yesterday who traveled to Parika, and they paid $1,500. So MARAD has their work cut out for them. And then I saw on another section of the media this morning that the Georgetown to Vredenhoop speedboat operators threatened to strike if a $20 increase is not granted.
I agree.
For as long as I know myself,
it's $100.
It's been $100.
I've been traveling to Georgetown since 2006. That's when I used to go to UG. And it has been $100 since then. I think it is absolutely ridiculous that with the cost increases of so many things, especially gas, right, that you are still paying. I could understand that, okay, people are saying, oh, because you're driving or because of this, and that's one additional expense for. I get it, but these people are people too. Just like your food has risen, your transportation cost has risen. I think the same should be applied to the speedboat operators. These people have been paying $100 for since Janam Jug. What happened to them? Nothing has increased for them. They're both maintenance. The gas that they're using, what happened? Right? I mean, I think it's honestly unfair that the price has not risen for the speedboat operators. And I don't support strikes, but I completely agree with them with asking for, even if it's just $20 more.
Be specific. There's Vredenhoop to Georgetown
the
speed
Georgetown,
operators.
Yeah,
We're talking about that.
that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, come on, guys. You can't even take $100 to the egg ball stand anymore. If you don't have $160 or $200, you can't get an egg ball. What is $100?
What is $20 more?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, come on, guys. Y'all need to be fair.
Not
I
often
really
is.
do believe
Since I know myself traversing that,
it's $100.
It's been $100.
Yes, it needs to be increased.
I think on Sundays
The
you pay
minibus
$200,
operators are
Alex.
increasing all the time.
Alex, on holidays and Sundays you pay $200. Yeah, they ask for $200.
That's different because there are less boats working.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And less
but
people traveling.
$20. I mean, you know, we're complaining about the rising cost of living and this and that.
And then people not live.
The people not live.
Them not live.
Them
Them
afloat.
both not maintain. Them not get gas and stuff. Them not pay work and things.
No, I was and of course I was reading through the section of the media that carried this story. One of the boat operators is complaining that a life jacket that we used to sell for $1,800 is now $3,500.
Look at that.
So
and them thing not damage. They're not damage.
So yes, what are your thoughts, people? BBC Chiran is the only person that responded and said she should reinforce
Radhika as well.
the
Radhika
death
said
penalty.
yes.
That Radhika said yes.
You know, I gotta tell you guys, I'm venting this morning.
Go ahead.
And I'm very disappointed in some of you, our listeners. Whenever we try to have discussions like these, and it's your input that makes a difference in the country.
Yeah.
So it's like, we love whenever we talk about stuff like this. We love to get your input and what are your thoughts on the whole situations. Whatever we're sharing when we ask for a poll, is that a yes or no? Or, you hardly have any, and you have people commenting all the time to send out greetings, but they never, you guys never, you hardly ever get into a discussion or you hardly ever respond to a poll. Like, why? Why are you like this?
Well, thank you to all those persons that respond to our poll whenever we pose one.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. But it's 19 minutes after 10 o'clock already, buddy pal. 10:45, we got a chutney hit list.
Yes. We have some great songs for you today.
We got some great
have,
songs.
We Savita Singh.
Big up to my girl Savita Singh.
Just less than a day ago, she and Neval Chaitlal released a new song. I can't wait for you guys to hear. You're probably hearing it here first. Also, our guy Richard Singh is releasing his new song.
Tomorrow,
I think
you're
it's
gonna hear.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
You'll
you're
be
gonna
hearing
hear
it here for
on
one of the first radio stations to be carrying it as well.
What's the name?
One Day.
One Day.
Yeah, so we have a lot of new things for you guys today. And please, y'all don't get me vexed. Guys, if you don't want to be part of the discussion, that's fine. But if we've discussed so many things here this morning. We've discussed death penalties. We've discussed dowry. We've discussed domestic violence. We've discussed race, the boats and the fares, and like with the exception of BB and the other person, not a single other person has commented. And there's so many persons commenting on the live. We have 78 comments. And just 2 of the comments were about the polls for today. Come on, guys. I know that you guys are looking for a light, fun, entertaining day, but at the same time, these are things that are happening in our society, our community, our countries. And so, it's nice if we can, give our say on them, our opinions, our perspectives. So we would be very happy if you guys can be more interactive in these types of sessions as well. It's not just always about sending out greetings or giving a shout out. We have to be more cognizant of what's happening in our society as well. All right.
21 minutes after 10 o'clock. This is Sabaki PR, Joshua Sarida, and Selector Alex.
Vibe, sing, dance, and share positive energy virtually. Hello, lovely people. Join me, Shivani Lachman, and let's chill out every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. A show that will be fun, simple, and interactive with giveaways and chit-chat right here on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. See you soon.
Just chill, just chill.
GTT Fiber just got better. We added voice. With GTT Fiber plus voice, get up to 5,000 minutes monthly for just $1,000 more. And keep your existing landline number. Upgrade your current plan and enjoy high-speed internet and landline voice plan to reliably connect you with your friends and family. Plus, with your new Fiber Plus voice plan, you get call waiting, caller ID, and three-way calls in your new package at no additional cost. Add it up and it just makes sense. Visit gtt.gy/fibervoice22 for more information. GTT, together we rise faster.
Fiber to Guyana, boy.
It's bacchanal for sure. Show them you could. Shop now, thank them later. Check out our friends over there at Venus Footwear. They're located at 110 Regent Street, Lazytown, Georgetown. At Venus Footwear, they cater for every occasion, whether it's a work, school, or even a casual outing. Buddy Pal, end it. End it, Buddy Pal.
That's the number one priority.
What is your number one priority?
Making you look your absolute best and walking in style.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skilly bang me a come. Me a come.
With my Bina shoes.
I'm a Bina belt.
Of course.
And my money.
Mm-hmm.
For
yes,
shy on you when you sing.
Of course.
All right, everybody. Now, Mali, play some tune. A tune me a play. Let's go, everybody. 10:45, we come back. What we got for them at 10:45, Buddy Pal?
We got your chutney hits us today, which you're going to love, guys. Stay with us.
All right, stay with us, everybody.
Chonky like
हमारा प्यार जान पे भी खेलेंगे तेरे लिए ले लेंगे अरे जान पे भी खेलेंगे तेरे लिए ले लेंगे सबसे दुश्मनी ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार कहाँ हम कहाँ तुम हुए तुम कहाँ तुम अभी जाए के बाद ओ याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार कहाँ हम कहाँ तुम हुए तुम कहाँ तुम अभी जाए के बाद ओ याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार सरक गई तेरी चुनरी हो मुझसे लिपट गई तेरी चुनरी हो चल गया तेरे प्यार का जादू दिल पे रहा ना मेरा काबू हो सरक गई मेरी चुनरी सर से सरक गई तेरी चुनरी हो सैया के साथ मड़ैया में बड़ा मजा आए रजैया में
Buddy pal, buddy pal, buddy pal, buddy pal, buddy pal. Tell us about the hit list now.
You need to calm down, sir.
I'm excited.
Breathe. Guys, it's time. Okay, you can unbreathe.
Oh, I thought you want to tell me. You want to kill me, huh?
Guys, did you notice that the two of us, we're matchy today? But of course, you know, Alex, he always misses the memo.
Alex is the black sheep in the family.
He's the black sheep in the family.
In every family got a black sheep.
Yes, it's Alex in this family.
Yes.
It's time for our chutney hits list, guys. I'm so excited to share these new songs with you. We do hope that you enjoy. I don't want to spend any more time talking. Let's go straight to the music.
All right, buddy pal. I wish you all the best.
He's leaving us. You are not going anywhere. You stay here until the ending of this program. Guys, stay with us.
Yes, boss. Bye, boss.
Take me one day to Havana. He treat me so nice 'cause I love it. She take me one day to meet Havana. He treat me so nice 'cause I love it. Oh, oh, oh.
gal sister smile, so I wink him back a cheek. She take me one day to meet her father. He treat me so nice 'cause I love the daughter. Every time he goes somewhere, I know he always call me. He never leave me out of the family gathering.
Come let we wake up the na-na-na. I love you shake up the na-na-na. I love how you move up the na-na-na. Na-na-na, na-na-na. Hey, dance Mediterranean. Shake up the na-na-na. I love how you move up the na-na-na. Na-na-na, na-na-na.
Well, it's the music boss again. Tell them we come back again. Team music boss again. Brand new reckless come back again. Sing along every day, every time. Like a boss we gon' meet a line. And every day, every time. Like a thing that we meet a line. Two brothers, one mission. Music boss.
Tum ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना. गीत है इस जीवन का सुर है. गीत है प्रेम तराना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना.
Every day, every time, like a boss we gon' meet a line. And every day, every time, like a thing that we meet a line.
ये तेरी मेरी जिंदगी सुरों में है डली हुई. दुखों के पंचम कभी, सुखों की कभी रागिनी. ये तेरी मेरी जिंदगी सुरों में है ढली हुई. दुखों की पंचम कभी, सुखों की कभी रागनी.
Let's keep living.
सात सुरों की इस सरगम को देखो भूल न जाना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना. तुम ta-na-na-na ta-na. ये दिल है दीवाना.
Yes, this is Scruncher alongside Maya. Look how we just do it. There we go.
डफली वाली डफली बजा.
मेरी घुंघरू बुलाती है हाँ. मैं नाचूं
for leave early. Rishi invite me to watch at the fete. This is one party I cannot forget. When the music start to flow, if you see them on my Lego, they whining like they can't stop. I had to show them just what I got. I had them winding up in a band, jamming on a woman.
you've enjoyed our Chutney Hits list for today. I'm Sarita. With me is Joshua and Selector Alex as we close off today's edition and this week's edition of Subaki PR. Join us next week from Monday to Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. for your morning's love, your recipe for happiness. Have a wonderful Friday and a lovely weekend, everyone. If you're heading out to the Guyana Cup or whatever events will be happening in and around Guyana, we hope that you have a safe one. And remember to please drink responsibly, 18 and over. Goodbye.
Nobody leave, nobody go. Rip, come on, come and shop the show. Nobody leave, nobody go. Nobody leave, nobody go. Nobody leave, nobody go. Rip, come on, come and shop the show. वो भूलना मेरे दिल को कभी जिसका ख्याल भूलना मेरे दिल को कभी जिसका ख्याल हो सके तो उसे मेरे दिल से तो निकाल ना करो मैं ये काम तू नहीं मेरा नाम ना करो मैं ये काम तू नहीं मेरा नाम बातों से जख्मी जिगर कैसे सिल जाए चाहे मेरी जान जाए चाहे मेरा दिल जाए हो पन्ना की तमन्ना है कि हीरा मुझे मिल जाए चाहे मेरी जान जाए चाहे मेरा दिल जाए What are you doing? Dance back. मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा What are you doing? मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा Let's go now. Are we come to do it again? Let's do it again. Once I knew a woman, she called herself my friend. Once I knew a woman, she called herself my friend. What are you doing? Once I knew a woman, she called herself my friend. Then I get to realize it took me round the bend. Hi re baldamwa, मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा मैं थक गयो रे हाय रे बंदम्मा Hold my hand and don't let me go. Wine with me and never wine with you. Hold my hand and don't let me go. Wine with me and never wine with you. Johnny, Jana, Jana, Johnny, Johnny, Jana, Jana, Johnny. Wine, 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 wine. You roll up your spine, wine, 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 wine.
Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burbies 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio. This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With your news in capsule, I'm Kevin Smith. Despite exhausting an $11.6 million loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, Ghana appears to have ignored key recommendations, especially as it pertains to contract administration and cost management in the oil sector. According to the project completion report on the loan, Ghana was advised back in 2019 to be mindful of the pace at which it is ramping up oil production, as it could not only put a strain on already limited and inexperienced resources, but also allow for weaknesses in proper governance. And also making headlines, ExxonMobil tells High Court, Glenlal steps out of boundary to challenge tax waiver. Gold jewelry turns artificial at police station. Robbery victim claims EPA board orders study of cumulative impacts following environmentalists' appeal of Exxon's 24-well campaign. Alleged wife killer surrenders to police. Auditor General says citizens must request probe into Sue's corruption allegations, and 2 men found dead at separate locations. And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio.
Diana, join me on the Glenn Lal Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. and a rebroadcast at 11 a.m. The Glenn Lal Show only on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM.
Keep your mouth shut, uncle. Refuse to say anything for fear of incriminating himself. Bernard? But he will still go to jail, you know. I believe he'll go to jail. Evil leaders' place is behind bars. And we got plenty of them around the world. Here in Guyana, what do you say, Miss Harris? Do we have them here? The world is changing, Miss Harris. They have never, ever, ever, ever in the history of the United States did what they did to Donald Trump. Search his home, you know, ready to bring about criminal charges against him. Wow. It shows the world is changing, right? Yes. Yes. You can't hide for long. You will not be allowed to do evil and live a comfortable life. Technology will catch up with you, Miss Harris. This time, not a long time. Definitely. While I was visiting Africa, Bernard, there was lots of important information published in the Kaieteur News that did not come to your ears through this program. And I think it is only fair to give you some highlights on some of what you guys would have missed out on. Here in Guyana, what do you I really think you should know of them too. The very first day, Bernard, Uncle and Auntie, the very first day I left this country for Africa, a screaming headline, big and bold, appeared on the front page of the Kaieteur News. That was the 30th of June. The president of Suriname, Mr. Santoki, told an oil conference that was held in Suriname with President Ali as a guest that oil resources don't belong to any government or political party. It belongs to the people and future generations. That's what the man said.
Wow. That's coincidence.
I wish, Miss Harris, I was there at that conference to see the reaction on our young president's face when the Suriname president said those words. The oil don't belong to any government or political party. It belongs to the people, and future generations should benefit too. Hi. We find oil 7 years now and pumping 3 years already. Have you guys heard any one of our politicians ever use words like that before?
Hell no.
Or even hint such a message to the Guyanese people, telling us that the oil belonged to the Guyanese people and it should benefit all. Have you ever heard words like that coming from their mouths, Bernard?
I wish.
From December 2019 to early this year, we collected a little small change of $700 million. And all will disappear in thin air with nothing to show at the end of 2022. Any bets on that one?
I ain't taking this. No.
You have a bet?
It's already gone.
Oh, okay.
Can't bet
Okay.
on nothing.
All right. In the same papers, Gaisuku going to buy more unsuitable tractors since January 30, you know, man. Sorry, since June 30, the day I left here. A few days ago, a board member of Gaisuku resigned, accusing the CEO of incompetence and alleged corruption in tractor purchase. I had to laugh when I see it. The man said, Gaisuku executives doing things that is not in the best interest of the company, and as such, he wants no part of it. Hear that, Tony Vera? He accused the CEO, a man named Singh, of not telling the truth to cabinet and to President Ali of the troubling issues over buying some unsuitable tractors at a hefty price. That can't do the work, Bernard. Yes. That just cannot do the work, according to Tony Vera. I tell you guys many times before, the government can pay all the sugar workers a monthly salary to stay home and make babies and still save big money in the treasury. But I don't want it that way. They're going to thief. Gaisuku has been and will continue to be a milking cow, just like GPL, GWI, the airport and so on. Pumping billions upon billions, year go year come, telling y'all sugar workers got to live, when it's pure corruption in that sector. Another headline, citizens must have a say in selling our oil blocks, so said Abri Norton, the opposition leader. At least he said something proper for once. All them oil blocks the PPP just gave away. Those oil blocks, had they been publicly auctioned, Bernard, properly sold in the open markets, nobody had to take to the streets to protest cost of living. Had they been sold, like I said, in the right fashion, man, Guyana and the whole region debts would have been paid off, and all of us would have been drinking whiskey and fine wine by now. Instead, Norton in the streets rallying over corruption and cost of living. Now he's talking that the pieces that have been returned into Guyana's hand, you know, the pieces of the oil blocks that came back in our hands, the citizens should have a say how President Ali sells them. And I fully agree with him on this one. I fully agree with him, Uncle Nanti. That's the right thing to do. We all should have a say on every piece of our assets they put up for auction or sale. Then, the Sunday newspapers, July 3rd. I had already in South Africa had two interesting headlines. Exxon contract was signed out of desperation because we needed money. So said Kemraj Ramjatan. He wants us to believe that Guyana was hungry. Even the animals were dropping dead in the streets. That's the desperation Guyana was in. Make his colleague Raphael Trotman sign away the oil contract with everything in it. I am told, Bernard, even in the hard days of the Burnham era, when there was nothing to eat in this country, Burnham didn't sell out in desperation to oil companies when they had first discovered oil. No. Burnham tell them plain, it's 50-50 or you get the hell out of Guyana.
It's your thing, right?
Today, these clowns defending a one-sided contract by telling us that Guyana was in desperation. That's what Camarade Ramjatan telling Guyana. Sometimes I wonder what else they will tell us when complete starvation kicks in, Bernard. You got a clue what else they'll be telling us? And the other headline, President Ali talks with ExxonMobil is like negotiating with a superpower. Bernard, you didn't hear that one. The next headline, when I was in South Africa, in the Sunday newspaper, President Ali said, talks with ExxonMobil is like negotiating with a superpower. Can somebody tell me what superpower got to do with you negotiating a price for your cassava or your plantain, uncle? Huh?
Well, you selling something you want.
What a big, strong man got to do with Glenlal leasing or renting a property, man? Can somebody tell me, answer that question? Nothing. All my life, uncle and auntie, I never know the size of a man or the power of the man got anything to do with you selling or negotiating a deal with your own product or property. We are not in a wrestling game. We are not fighting with each other. We are not at war. We are just sitting and putting forward a proposal, what I want. Because at the end of the day is my thing.
Correct, that's right. And what are you going to build to pay for it?
So what nonsense President Ali telling us? Talks with Exxon is like negotiating with a superpower.
Distraction.
Like Exxon will cut we ass and take away we thing. I don't get it, Miss Harris. You get it?
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all.
They castrate the leaders.
You know, the thing really, really get me upset. My second day in South Africa reading this thing.
Yeah, you should get all kinds upset.
But you know what, Bernard? Auntie and uncle? It is nice to hear what your leaders say when they open their mouth. It gives us an understanding of how third world, illiterate bourgeois clowns think. Spineless is not even a word for a head of state to speak like that to a nation where the people's wealth and future is at stake. No. For me, any leader who speaks like that is not fit to lead a grocery store, much less to run a country with its resources.
Well said. Definitely. Well said.
That is not incompetence, Bernard. It's not stupidity, uncle. That is a mindset with colored people in this world today. That the white man is massa. Bow down before the white man before you open your mouth. Take what you want, boss, and throw anything you want at us. That's how them chaps is a behave. Boss, me and my picnic will accept. Yes, even if you want to kick we. That's how, this is how them chaps is coming over, you know, man.
Come on, take what you want.
Even if you want to spit on we gonna take it too. This is how President Ali sound when he said talks with ExxonMobil is like negotiating with a superpower.
For
for our own thing, man. You know? I didn't say namaste, uncle and auntie. I am losing my manners. Please forgive me for that. Namaste to all of you. Then the next day, the same president said he is not going to abandon the Amelia Falls Hydro Project. The same project Jagdev and Brasington, Winston Brasington, trying to push down we throat a decade ago, telling us how a Chinese company will own it and supply Guyana with electricity. That same Amelia Falls project, he said, and President Ali said he never abandoned it. You know, with all this Mr. Susu thing going on, I wonder, you know, now it's dawning on you, if Su was the man sitting behind that Chinese company to sell us electricity. You know, it's dawning on me. It's dawned on me. You know, I'm just asking. Just asking. You know, you guys remember how Winston Brassington tell we got no risk with a project? When 7 out of the 10 most dangerous, unhealthy risk in that project lies on we back or at we feet. Wow. How do you forget these things? How do you not repeat these things for it to sink in people's mind? Because at the end of the day, we all will suffer.
It's clear and present danger we are facing.
Then, an international lawyer said they're running ahead with the gas to show a project at Wales that will have more Mr. Su inside as the private investors. That's another project that is crystal clear, will not bring a cent to this country, but eat up all the little oil money. Yes. I don't know if it will be a Lee, a Kwang Chow, or another Susu they will install as the private investors. We have to wait and see. These are things I'll be looking out for. The international energy, people are saying it will cost Guyana, Miss Harris. That same project. The international energy people saying it will cost Guyana half the money they will spend on that project to give we cheaper and cleaner electricity. But President Ali, Jagdev and Brasington got them own aim with this project. I'll be watching to see if Brasington will install that confidentiality clause. Yes. And what game they're playing with this one too. You know, he's a king for installing confidentiality clause in contracts. You remember, Miss Harris? Yeah.
Everything has to be a secret.
Yes. And when you ask him, he said, well, you know, you have a confidentiality clause inside. Yeah.
National security.
Then, on July 6th, still in South Africa, I read how Bank of Guyana released a report on the performance of the country. Yes, a performance of the country. And in that report, a major point was that the government spendings on new projects in the country increased by 170%. Hear that? In the report, people point out, yeah, the government increased their spending on projects, new projects, by 170%. Uncle, could you guys point out for me where these new projects are that cause the government spending to increase so high? Bernard, you see anywhere?
I don't see it.
I wonder if they really, I wonder why they're not telling the people the truth. Nothing in increase, they're spending, the increase take in their pocket.
Exactly, that's where it's here.
On that same day, July 6th, the Kaieteur News reported India. You might hear this one, man. I had a smile when I was there. You know, I had a smile. India, uncle, spending 165 million US dollar to install 460 megawatt of solar power for homes, residential properties at a cost of $376,000 per megawatt, Bernard. You hear me, man? Let me repeat this thing, man. India spending $165 million to install 460 megawatt at $376,000 megawatt. We spending over $1 billion. Man, yes, for lady pipeline alone.
1.3 billion.
To give us 250 megawatt of electricity. And what the white man said? He come, that can cut our electricity in half.
Without giving you any figure. Without anything else. Without no figure at all.
Oh boy.
So you're picking about.
Way to go, Guyana. India spending $376,000 for 1 megawatt. 1 megawatt. Guyana going to spend $4 billion US dollar for the same megawatt of power. You gotta love Jagdeo and Brassington, them vision, eh? And them maths. More than 4 million we are going to spend on electricity per megawatt, and India spending less than $500,000 per megawatt, man. How do you
phantom such things?
I don't know.
It doesn't add up.
I don't know. And on top of that, we don't have money for that. We have to go and borrow money to do that. He's like a man buying a motorcycle for $376,000 and Jagdeo buying the same motorcycle for $4 million with borrow money too. That you got to pay interest on.
Correct.
Ooh. Wow. I am told after 2 years, uncle, I reported a few weeks back, South Africa gets blackout at 8 p.m. The entire South Africa get blackout at 8 p.m. for hours, and during the day blackout for hours too. I am told by my friend Glenn, he doesn't know what I went to South Africa with, but like I went there with God's blessing. The country is back to normal with electricity. I don't know if Jagdeo helped them to fix it with that price, or they use India price to correct the daily blackouts. You hear that? I don't know that, because South Africa has some very corrupt leaders. President Zuma had to step down when $4 million US was fined in one house. And he said he don't know how the money meet there. God bless him. And God bless South Africa. God bless his leaders here too, and Guyana. Oh boy. Miss Harris, two things come to mind right away. You know, what the one laptop per family, you remember that? $70,000. It costs Guyana for one laptop. Forgive them family. Is how much did they bring? 25,000?
Not even enough for every house.
70,000. Jagdeo them said they buy laptop for. When India, Peru, Brazil, and many other countries, Sri Lanka and so on, was giving their school children the same laptop at 7,000 Guyana dollar each. So when them country give them children in school one laptop for 7,000, Jack give them give we laptop for 70,000 each.
Most of the laptops didn't even last 7 days.
The same Chinese hydrophiles back in 2007, Ms. Harris. Several countries had to build similar projects at less than $1 million per megawatt. You hear me or you didn't hear what I said? You want me to repeat it?
Of course.
Let me repeat this thing, man. The same hydrophile project that we're talking about, that at the time when I wanted to build it, the whole world were billing at $1 million per megawatt.
How many years ago was that?
2007. Man, Guyana own was costing more than $4 million under Jack Day and Brasington then, and Ashley Singh. That's in 2007, you know. Look, they come back with the same game here again. That's the same game they want to come. Trichonomics on the Guyanese people. When I was in Kenya, I moved from there and went to Kenya, reading the Kaieteur News. I saw the government pouring another $900 million on the airport to put in a few more offices. Them calling it administration building. With that kind of money, maybe they're building a 7-story with offices to manage Guyana, not only the airport. You know, with them kind of money, 7-story, put enough office to manage Guyana. You know, the affairs of Guyana, not only that little strip, the airport they put there. Can you believe a brand new international airport is being handed to a country without offices? Huh? Without a parking lot? Without a cargo section? Without a new modernized air traffic control tower? Man, it's a bare box they renovate, paint up, and gone with over 170 million US. And still counting, still we gotta spend more. The milking cow for our corrupt politicians.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Is when this crookishness will come to an end, Bernard.
You get him out. Only when the Guyanese people wake up.
Another $900 million. That's like almost 2.7% increase. Money for all the public servants of this country. No, sorry, 5 million US is 1.7%. Every time I talk about this airport, my mouth keeps itching me, Bernard, to expose and explain further what that airport project is doing to the economy of this country. How projects like this affects every single thing, every single citizen of this country, and we pocket. This project, when I remember it, Bernard, it's affecting the business community.
Of course.
Every public servants, the old people pension package. It's affecting everybody's way of life. Let me explain. Let me expand a little. The main reason they keep on extending the deadline for the completion of this airport is not because they can't finish it on time, Uncle. It is because it is pumping money. It is pumping a lot of money into the Chinese people's pockets. And if they finish it too early, that money gonna cut out. Let me explain it a little bit more simple for you. They were granted duty-free waivers and tax concessions on everything imported for that project. So what they do Bernard, when they were supposed to import 10 containers of steel for the airport, they bring in 1,500 containers.
Yep.
You understand? What do they do with that? That is being sold in the open market.
Make a profit.
Make big profit and put people like Gafoor, the steel, the hardware people, not out of business, but reduces their profits. Because of course, then when they bring in all the steel, it's not going to go all over. Or maybe somebody's a big hardware would eventually buy it back from them. Right? They bring in, when they were supposed to bring in 10 containers of electrical supplies, Bernard, they bring in 1,500 containers. When they're supposed to bring in 10 containers of tiles that they tile the airport, man, they bring in 1,500 container tiles. When they were to bring in 10 containers of glass, the same nice fancy glass they have at the airport, 10 container of dry, these cement boards, 10 containers of drywall, bolts, nuts, and screws, they bring in 1,500 containers each. You understand what I'm saying, brother? All enter this country duty free. So they can put the locals, the local people in those fields out of business, uncle. How can you compete? How can a businessman compete with a man who doesn't pay duty and taxes in any business? You just can't, Bernard.
You can.
If I am in the steel business, importing steel to retail in this country, can I compete with the Chinese? No. No. So basically, they are the new business conglomerates in this country, flooding the market with their tax and duty-free goods, which they can sell far cheaper, making billions, paying no taxes, and squeezing out our brothers and sisters who cannot compete with that. We cannot compete. Nobody can compete with them. How can you compete, Bernard? If I bring in a container of electrical supplies and I got to pay full duties on it, and they don't have to pay.
You cannot.
That's my point. That's my point. I have seen how the Chinese take over a few African countries using these same schemes. A matter of fact, the Chinese are the biggest importers and business people in certain countries in Africa. All the locals, Bernard, in Africa, in Ghana, for example, have to go and purchase from the Chinese. I highlighted this modus operandi to an editor-in-chief in Zimbabwe, and I left him with his mouth wide open. He was like shocked. All these Chinese projects, they use as a milking cow to milk the economy. This is why you see the Chinese businesses are flourishing all over.
Yep.
But, Bernard, who is monitoring what? And how many containers they are bringing in for these projects? If we are to get the accurate figures, Bernard, you will see that the amount of materials that came in to renovate that CJIA airport is more than enough to is more than enough for Guyana to build all the schools, hospitals, medical centers, police stations, post offices, man, you name it. All the NDC buildings, yes, was more than enough to build all. But you know what happened to all those materials, Bernard? Where it went? Into the local market.
Yep.
That's what they're doing to Ghana at present. Not Guyana, Ghana, and even worse. They're doing it even worse in Ghana. I will explain Ghana maybe next week to you people, what they're doing in Ghana. As for now, as for the road projects, Bernard, the first thing you need is an asphalt plant. You hear that? For roads. You know the Chinese already have one, right? Yeah, man, they have one. You know what I mean? All the stones, the sifting, and the bitumen will be exempted from taxes for them. I didn't hear the Chinese selling asphalt to the locals as yet. So I ain't giving them out liberty. I ain't hear as yet. But don't worry. I'll be looking out when they will take over that business too, using the concessions granted by these clowns we have for leaders to them. Our local road builders, according to GRA regulations, they have to pay 14% VAT plus 20% taxes on the bitumen they import to make the asphalt for the roads. You hear that, brother?
I hear you.
The Chinese build the East Coast Highway and the Sheriff Street. They're building the four-way lane to Grove. They build a piece, I think, on the Mandela, on the Eccles. Let's see how many thousands of containers of bitumen they will import for that. And when they will start selling it.
Yep.
I'll be looking. I'll be peeping. I'll be the police for Guyana. I put in your notice. And I got plenty friends who giving me all this information. You know, Bernard, I really didn't plan to talk about airport tonight. But having seen how more money being doled out on this airport, you know, I gotta say something. You know, at the end of the day, Bernard, all our public servants and the pensioners deserve triple of what they're getting, brother.
Definitely.
So much more.
And with this type of criminal activities being perpetuated against the people of this country and our economy by these foreigners, how can I keep my mouth shut, brother? Like I said, it's the same thing. The same thing is presently going on at the Robert Mugabe International Airport in Zimbabwe, bro. You don't believe me. Can you get those pictures? You know, landing at that airport and come outside. I had to walk a good distance around the airport to get a photo of the extension the Chinese them doing at a cost of 153 million US dollar. I had to walk the distance to see it because you couldn't drive. We renovation start at 138 million and done past 170. I told the chief immigration officer in Zimbabwe to keep his eyes open. It will run past 200 million for that little extension.
Definitely.
And he smiled at me. I was told that the Chinese also give a facelift to another Pidgey Wing airport in Zimbabwe. Two. There's a two now. That one them renovate and them build over another little one. A little matchbox. They dress up with glass, looking fancy. The Victoria Falls International Airport. You want to hear how much they build over that for? $150 million. From all coming from one bank, you know. All the money coming from one bank. Exim Bank of China. That facelift, uncle, was completed in 2016. And now they're working on the other one that I just spoke about. So it's one project after another. The milking cow continue one after the other. To the economy too. You know, see what Jack David doing? Well, that same company will get the airport, will get another project. So the milking cow to keep importing and importing and importing, taking over your business community and your economy, they keep continuing. All because of corrupt and or stupid, clownish leaders. I remember, Miss Harris, when Jagdeo announced the airport, he was president at the time. He said how the Exim Bank funding the airport. Little or no information was coming out of his mouth on that project. All you were hearing, the Chinese Exim Bank is giving us the loan to build a new, modernized airport. Yes, a new, modernized airport. We didn't know, still don't know nothing about the interest rate, the terms of repayment, and what will happen if Guyana can't pay back. We still doesn't know anything. Uncle and auntie, a while after Jagdeo announcement of that airport, Miss Harris, I met a few Chinese officials and was trying to extract some information on the deal. From the time I opened my mouth and asked about Exim Bank of China, guess what one of them said? No, sorry. Exim Bank, private bank. He said Exim Bank is a private bank. He done with me there. Yes.
Import Bank of China?
Yes, he says it's a private bank. Done with me there. On the bank that is giving Guyana the loan for the airport. He done with me there. He's actually saying that the government of China has no control over private lending institutions, uncle. Which we later learned, Miss Harris, was not a big lie, was a complete lie. Yes. One of the officials said quietly, Exim Bank, sir, belong to government of China. And they are the one who's robbing you blind through the loan agreement, sir. It turned out that the man watched me full in me face and lied to me, telling me about Exim Bank, private bank. You know, we should all thank God Almighty for this little money we can get to take care of that loan for that airport, because we would end up like Zambia. Same thing the Chinese do there too. You hear me? I talk about 2 airports in Zimbabwe, right? And now this is Zambia. Don't get confused, uncle. Man, is a role the Chinese depend. Giving projects here, there, and everywhere. Corrupt the leaders. And then they use the projects like a milking cow. They built an airport in 2018. And today the country can't meet the payments. In Zambia, they're actually begging the Chinese to do a loan restructuring at present. The same airport story. Wait, brother, I ain't finished. The same airport story played out last year in Uganda. With one of their airports. The corrupt leaders took the Chinese people money in 2015, renovate and expand the airport. And by 2021, uncle, them in trouble. They can't make the monthly or yearly repayments. You hear that? 2015 to 2021 last year, they can't pay the repayment. It's the exact thing would have happened to Guyana today, this year. Hadn't we finally lied, that airport would have been in trouble. We could not be able to pay it. Did I hear they're building a brand new international airport at Ogle? Did I hear that, uncle? Yes, they are, uncle. Ban your belly and tie your back with the same set of politicians who signed the contract for the CJIA. Oh, yes, man. I love this land and these leaders. When you see them, please tell them Glenn Lal love them. And you should love them too. Bernard, we are getting a brand new international airport at Ogle very soon. Very soon. And not the oil money will be building it. They will borrow more money to build it. And they will give the work again to the same set of Chinese or the same company that build the CGIA. Good going, uncle and auntie. Let me go back to the headlines, man. When I was in Africa, July 12. July 12 now. I tell you, I spent 3 weeks in Africa. I was in Kenya, reading the headline in the Kaieteur News that said, Guyana leads the world in oil exploration. Hey, when you read these things, you just wanna crack up, eh?
Who said that?
Guyana leads the world in oil exploration. So said Rystad Energy. Yes. This is the same company, uncle, sent a representative last week with more juicy propaganda to make the Guyanese people feel nice. And when he was confronted by myself and Christopher Ram, I spoke about it last week, and the other journalists, he tell us it's better, it's their opinion. Yes, their opinion. Their fictitious thoughts and opinions, uncle. Yes, them come to sell Guyana. I played him last week, and you guys heard him, man. I rather believe because they get through with that media, with the media on July 12th, with a headline, them decide to come here and call a press conference to mislead Guyana more and more. But he didn't cater for the grilling that the audience unleashed on him. Myself, Christopher Ram, and the rest of the journalists. I will bet my last dollar he would think twice to come back here to sell us pig in bag. We were sold pig in bag many moons and many years ago, my friend, by we own people. And we understand we can spot a dead pig in a bag before we open it. So don't come back here and give me them things that. Man, uncle, I going in, I ending. The first day I land back from Africa, the headline in the Kaieteur News read, Dutch manufacturer secures $1.75 billion loan for Guyana's fourth oil ship. I was like, wow. The shipbuilder secure $1.7 billion to build the fourth oil ship for Guyana. Wow. Yes. The people who building we ship went to the bank and get almost a whole year of Guyana budget money to build the fourth oil ship for the Yellowtail. Bernard, that money is tied to the backs of every Guyanese through we oil, and we had no say. We had no say. So what is going on in this country? You want to tell you what is going on in this country in a nutshell, uncle? Everybody going to the bank, borrowing loans upon loans, putting whatever interest rate, terms and conditions they want, and just announce. Yes, just announce it. Just announce that we take a loan to build Fort Ship to rent us. This is how Jagdeo will run this oil sector. Them announce. If not, we don't know anything. Them gotta put out statements and tell we that them been at the bank and borrow this money for build up ship for Guyana Fort Islefield. And Jagdeo not tell we nothing. The man where President Ali put for head the oil sector. Miss Harris, we got 2 oil ships here. Lisa Destiny and Lisa Unity. Prosperity is on its way. And now the 4th one. One Guyana. They're borrowing money for Billum. You know? Lisa, Destiny. You have Destiny, Unity, Prosperity, One Guyana. It's song laughable, right? Yes. But our present and future is at stake here. So don't laugh. Please, Uncle and Auntie, don't laugh. Our children will cry as you laugh now because you don't know the danger, what is being set, the stage that is being set for the Guyanese population. Lisa Destiny and Lisa Unity. Jagdeo is not telling us how much is coming out from our oil every month, paying back for those 2 old ships, Lisa 1 and 2. He's not telling us anything. As a matter of fact, we are at a loss. We're pay back money for those 2 ships are coming. How much is coming out? We're at a loss. All these are cost, Uncle and Auntie, in our 50-50 partnership business. And Jagdeo went telling Guyana nothing. Uncle, that money, Guyana should have been the one to authorize it. Because at the end of the day, every month, Guyana has to pay back for it, which will shorten our profit, Uncle. Jagdeo not even telling us how much oil these people pumping every day. You hear me, man? Nothing this guy not telling us. The coalition government used to release all the figures when they were in office. Every barrel oil, we Guyana used to know under the coalition government. Now Jagdeo hiding all the figures from us. The same thing they're doing with the gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, and iron timber contracts. You guys heard him on national radio and television at the press conference. How these are things you're not to hide. We did 2-3 stories already. We can't get them. You can't see them. Oh, they're hiding all the figures from us. So what are they doing out there with our oil? Anybody know? Not me. We don't know. Nobody know anything. Nothing. Maybe only God and them know. Yes. This is the man y'all entertaining. Clapping at your hands. Smiling and bust big laugh. Throwing mal around them neck. While I'm destroying you and your children's future. Jagdeo going all over the place, talking about opening back the sugar estates. Got our brothers and sisters working like slaves in the hot sun, while the foreigners enjoying you oil and gas money, by the trillions in air-conditioned hotels, homes and offices, driving luxury machines, while they got you brothers and sisters jumping on donkey carts going to cut cane in the hot sun in this 21st century. I just tell you how the whole world talking about Guyana being the fastest growing economy on earth. Anybody's salary growing the same way? Huh? Your life has improved in the same fashion the country is growing? Or the country has improved? You get East Coast Road, West Bank Road, Sheriff Street Road, Mandela Eccles Road. You think that is improvement? You think that is improvement? That is debts, uncle. You call it debts, improvement. Because every road bill, everything you see the bill there, bill with borrow money that comes with fat interest rate behind it. Every one of the schools, hospitals, fire and police stations, the health centers, Jagdeo and President Ali boasting about massive investments in infrastructure and development is borrow money you are learning from. Borrow money you are driving on. That is Guyana, the fastest growing country on earth, growing with debts and borrow money that will bury our children and grandchildren in time to come. Debts. That's where we're heading. I have seen it for myself in Africa. How the Africans joyful and happy. Hey, we have highways, we have pit roads, modernized railways, and modernized infrastructure, but doesn't have a clue what those corrupt leaders are doing behind the scenes, selling out the country's resources to the foreigners and turning back and borrowing money to put in those infrastructures, leaving them and them poor children in huge debts for generations to pay. Is the exact thing happening here? Definitely. Every single cent them a borrow. They're borrowing to do things. And hello, them Guyanese people out there are laugh, happy about it. They don't understand what is behind the loans.
They think it's development.
Yes. You got, oh boy.
They're boasting about it too.
That is what Jagdeo, President Ali, Norton and Ramjatan doing to this country at present. I told you guys they are going to grab on to another $2 billion US loan from Exim Bank of America now. Not Exim Bank of China. Exim Bank of America now. Bernard, I only hope President Ali invested in the oil sector services, which will bring in a huge profit to pay back the loan and put in the kind of infrastructure Guyana needs. I only hope he do that. You understand? Because when you borrow money, you got to make money. You don't borrow money to put yourself in debt. And there are plenty of money that can be made with $2 billion US if you invest it in the oil sector out there. Provide little services. We will get enough money to build all the infrastructure, all the roads, all the schools, all the hospitals. But, Miss Harris, I am ready to bet these clowns will take the money, build 1 and 2 four-lane highway for you, and I will be smiling and clapping at your hands when the ribbons will be cutting. You hear me? That is exactly what will happen. When the ribbons, you'll clap your hand like, yeah, we get highway.
As usual.
Yes, as usual. Highway that will bring no money. No money to even pay the interest on the loan, much as pay back the loan. That loan will be left for our grandchildren to deal with. If you guys can't see what the world is doing to us, Uncle and Auntie, I'll try my best to shine you people. I'll try my best.